Welcome to this week's Teacher Devotion. Today we're going to talk about restoring as you discipline. In Galatians 6:1, it says, if someone is caught in a sin, you who are spiritual should restore him gently. Discipline without restoration leads to bitterness and long-term malice. Students are children. Even 11th and 12th graders are kids in large bodies. They think like a child and they act like a child. Discipline should direct your students to the right path. When the teacher explains the correct response and the appropriate attitude for a particular situation, students may begin to understand right from wrong. They learn from our patient instructions and our consistent examples. However, unless our own actions portray maturity and grace, we will negate the words which we teach by what we do. Our actions will speak louder than words. Love must permeate our speech as we correct our students. We must discipline for them and not for ourselves. It must not be in anger, but it must be to help the child become better. When this is true, we will never allow our anger to rule in our hearts. We will understand that the student's actions was not against us, but it was more against the rule or your position of authority that you represent. You need to defend your position with actions, not with anger. Once the consequence of the discipline has been discussed and administered, whether it's a loss of privilege, instruction, or some other form of correction, it is time to restore the child. Restoration can usually come quickly by reaffirming the child. Johnny, I care about you and about your future. I know that you want to do better. And with God's help you will. Let's get back to the classroom and get on with our work. The greatest message that we can give to a person who is messed up is everything's okay, everything's back to normal, and it's all settled. A smile, a pat on the back, asking the student to do something for you, or asking him a question during class lets the student know that things are back to normal. Our prayer for this week is, Dear God, help me to always restore my students, not just the right action, but also the right attitude. Prick my heart when my attitude becomes vindictive instead of loving toward the offender. May I never drive my students to bitterness or resentment. Help me to always discipline for my students and never against them. Thank you for joining me this week. I pray that you have a blessed week and that your day goes well for you.